Welcome, friends, fairies, witches, curious people, whoever you are. Welcome to my channel. Today I want to discuss with you the festival of Lughnasadh. Lughnasadh is the fire festival of harvest and thanksgiving, where we give thanks for our beautiful, wonderful harvest and all that we have. It is time to reap the rewards and share the bounty, enjoy the bounty. Sorry, I need to remove this dog from the set. Ozzy! Ozzy! Ozzy, get out of town. Downward dog. Downward dog. Downward dog. Downward dog. Okay, that's better. Okay, you'll have to excuse my panting dog. He's very hot. It's hot. It's summertime. It's the time of year for Lughnasadh, which is around February the 2nd. So, but yeah, 31st of January to 2nd of February. The school week begins tomorrow. The school year begins tomorrow. It is a new beginning, but it is also the time to get toiling, and you know. So we have Lughnasadh as our harvest festival, and we can celebrate in the bounty and enjoy this last moment of, we're harvesting the grain, we're getting it all done, and then it's going to be, unfortunately, back into more of the hard work of getting stuff done. So it's a time when we celebrate Lu, the sun god. He puts his spirit in, into all the food, into all that magical food, and makes it grow. Lu, the sun god, puts his spirit into the grain, and we eat the grain, and we reap the reward, and his spirit lives in us. The seeds then fall to the ground, absorbed into the soil, and hopefully will come up next spring, hopefully for another fruitful season. So what do you do in Lughnasadh? What can you do to celebrate as a witch? It's a southern hemisphere witch at this time of year, or if you're in the northern hemisphere, I believe it is the 1st of August. But anyway, we're here in the southern hemisphere, and in Australia, and it is a beautiful, wonderful day, and we have had some really hot weather, and we have harvested some beautiful tomatoes and cucumbers, and yeah, and spinach is still going, and got a couple of chilies, not that many. Still waiting on the sweet potatoes, but that's another story. So what to do? Celebrate in the open air. It's a fire festival, so lighting fires, maybe incense or a candle, or a little fire in your cauldron, if that is, if you know, fire restrictions at this time of year. Also, it's a good time to raise energy and send it off where needed. What a better time to do that than now, with all the COVID, with all the craziness. Let's send off some positive energy to those who really, really need it. Traditional thing to do at this time of year is making a corn dolly, or weaving the old grains into god and goddess symbols. You can put them on your altar. Speaking of the altar, yellow flowers that depict the sun specifically. If you have any sunflowers, they are great. Bread is supposed to be on the altar at this time of year as we celebrate the grain harvest, and fruits of the season, if you have any peaches or grapes. So the colours of the season are gold, red, orange and brown. This is my attempt today, as I don't wear much orange or red. The colours just don't suit me, but my hair is yellow and brown, so that's a start, right? And good old Bambi. I love Bambi. Deities at this time that are great are Demeter and Ceres, agricultural goddesses, and also Dionysus, the big great man, and Thor, Loki, Odin, and of course Luke. Herbs that are great at this time are calendula. I made a beautiful calendula soap last night. I can't wait to see how that turns out. Also sage, roses are always around in summertime, mint and sandalwood, and of course your sunflowers, wheat and barley. So, feasting foods. Feasting foods are corn is number one. Corn is the number one grain, and then followed by wheat, which we turn into bread usually, and also barley, which gets turned into beer, and apples, which get turned into cider. So who doesn't mind a cheeky vegan cider occasionally? It's a festival. Also grapes for Dionysus, and berries at this time of year. If you can get your hands on some berries. I was lucky enough to have a bunch of berries and yogurt for breakfast. That was lovely. Do try coconut yogurt, guys. It is amazing. Also rice, a great grain. There's so much. Love my Asian cooking. So we will probably be, well, we had pasta last night. We had nice tofu and spinach pasta with some broccoli and other veggies, and I'll probably make some bread this afternoon. I'm thinking about making some like pizza scrolls or tofu and herb scrolls as well, or you can put them into a plate, or you can even make a god or goddess symbol out of the bread. That's a good thing. You can use that in your feasting. So when it comes to this bread, traditionally with the bread, which is sometimes called the Lammas cake, Lammas and Lusana, this, I don't know, apparently 2 holidays on the same day. I think it's one of those overlaps of Christianity with paganism, where the Christians tried to adopt some of the pagan holidays to try and move people over, but that's history. That's not what I'm talking about. But traditionally bread is baked and eaten, and then you throw some of it into the fire. So you're delivering that spirit back to the fire god, and to make sure that the good wheel of fortune continues, you know? So I guess that is the crux of it. So yeah, should be a wonderful time. We are having a wonderful weekend. We're making it into the weekend. The full moon was last night, so that was also awesome. Make a spell saying thank you to the deities of your choice, or just to the god and goddess and Gaia. Thank you for all that we have received. We are so stoked with the harvest, and we pray everything will go on well, and we will toil hard to make sure that our future is bright. And may all your futures be bright, people. And may you have a wonderful Lughnasadh, 2nd of February, technically. Yeah, get out there, get into your kitchen witchery, make something beautiful. Fill your soul, fill your tummy, and make a little spell for the happiness of yourself and family and others. Because why not? Yeah. This is Christy, Spiritual Warrior of Oz. I'll see you next time. So a funny thing happened when I, like an hour and a half maybe after I filmed this video, was the WA borders became locked down because of COVID. So we had till 6 o'clock tonight. We have until we can get everything we need to be locked down for 5 days. So as I was saying before, the children are being, you know, they're all revved up to go back to school. They're all ready to get back into it, but Mercury's in retrograde, and the thing is, these kids now get to enjoy that festival and have that week off and have that break. And I tell you, all those shops were like crazy packed today. They were just, everyone was going mental. I couldn't get, I just basically needed more rice milk because we go through a lot of rice milk. And I was leaving it for the end of the day and some more fruit and stuff. I thought, I'll do that later on. And then when we found out, we went to go and the shops were just like hectic. It was just like manic. It was crazy. So end up going later on to Aldi's and getting some 4 litres of rice milk, and there was like no toilet paper left. It was insane. But so talk about getting the harvest. Everyone has certainly done that, and they've got their stores, and they should be right to celebrate for the rest of the week. So I pray that everything shall be better soon. And just wanted to fill you in on that little bit of drama that happened after I was saying that school goes back tomorrow, because it turns out it don't. So blessed be, folks, and I'll catch you next time.